So, hey guys, and welcome to another XP11 live stream. So, yeah, it feels like only last night I did one, and it should be a fun one today because the latest VATSIM Voice Audio Codec beta is now live, and technically it's meant to be a transatlantic flight from the Nordic regions to Canada, but in short, I've got volunteering later today, I don't really have the most time. As a direct result, I'll be doing a slightly shorter leg, which will be from Stockholm, Arlanda to Helsinki, Vantaa. So, on the ground currently it's Stockholm, just a few aircraft in the area, and quite a few over there, I presume they're going to fly together. A few Freightliners over there. Behind me, there's a few aircraft on the ground as well, and ultimately, I mean, I've got like an hour and 20 minutes, since 50-minute flight time, so we'll be fairly quick with the setup. We'll be in the air hopefully in about 20 minutes. So we'll set the aircraft up and get ready to go. Hello, how are you? Welcome, Goran. Welcome to the stream. Elias, Mitakulu. How do you respond with I'm good in Finnish? I learned it for Finland. I've forgotten. I mean, I can always just throw in the en puhusumea, but I have picked up quite a few quick phrases. Try to remember it later. But yeah, welcome to channel, welcome to chat. I'm not too bad. Slightly rushed. I've got to do my volunteering later today, but that's ultimately gonna have to wait. Should be a lot of fun though. Should be a lot of fun with the new voice codec. So we'll set the aircraft up, get everything ready to go. Set up the fuel on boards, which will be 5.905. That's fine. That means the aircraft has now been fueled up. Left and right tanks full. Centre tank got a little bit of fuel in there, which is perfect. And we can also now get rid of the fuel truck. Get rid of fuel truck, ground handling. And so, let us start packs. So get the passenger boarding process. Hopefully you guys can see this. It worked yesterday, but doesn't look like it'll work today. Otherwise it's from Stockholm, Arlanda to Helsinki. Time to take off, 20 minutes. Flight time will be 0:50. Cruising altitude is 33,000 with flight number of Delta 80203. Because we're flying with Nortrans, the what's it called? The the Irish division of Norwegian. We will need to set that up. We have got a custom safe demonstration. I can stick that one on as well for Norwegian. It's see my desktop. Is it compatible? No, downloaded an MP3, not a WAV. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, I've got Wi-Fi though, so we'll be able to select that. That can go. We're on VATSIM, so that will happen basically because don't forget this is still a beta. It will need to it will disconnect a few times during the flights. Do you have ATC in Helsinki? Yes, I believe we do. We should be pretty good for the whole flight. Like I said, we'll disconnect a few times in streams. They reset the servers and whatnot. Which means I also need to reconnect audio for VATSIM. Double check if it still works. Yes, it does. Right, let's file a flight plan, shall we? We'll still wait for the ATCs to connect. In fact, before I even do that, we'll line the IRS because that'll take a few minutes in its own. Wait. We won't actually use that data. We'll get it straight from ESA. Take a U, stick it there. That'll take how many minutes to align? Probably a few because we are quite far north. And as a result, further away from the equator, okay, 7 minutes. The longer it takes to connect. Welcome, Darren. How you doing, man? How you doing? Right, what's the flight plan? Export box, send flight plan. Right, we're departing from ESA to FHK. Alternative is EFKK, which I believe is Kuopio, but I could be wrong with that one. Altitude 470. Departure time will be 08, probably about 30 by the time I get into the air, maybe 35. It'll be 0 hours and 50 minutes of flight time, so a fairly short one. Carrying an hour and 40 of fuel. Grab our waypoints for today, which are as follows.
Giant 1 heavy, climbing through 2,700 for 5. Giant 1 heavy, Stockholm, climb flight level 140, and please refile the flight plan.
There you go.
Up to 140 for Giant 1 Heavy, and we'll refile.
How's that for audio? So clear, so fantastic. I always loved doing these betas, and so it'll be a fun flight today. We'll start up the APU shortly, actually. Let me just work on the aircraft. Oh, cheers, man. Much appreciated, Elias. 445. I assume that's €5, but much appreciated, man. Kitos. There we go. Kitos. Okay, sounds amazing. Absolutely. And I just can't wait until they bring the full clarities of the worlds. VATSIM will certainly grow from that. Yeah, Kitos. As the RS lines, we'll plug in the rest of the flight plan. So from ESSA to EFHK Helsinki. Come here, we'll plug in manually. Flight number, Delta 80203. Runway in use. Next to ATA, shall we? ESSA.
Giant 1 identified.
Delivery. Okay, we'll go to delivery. 121.85.
Copy for Giant 1 Heavy.
And while I'm here, might as well also grab the clearance to Helsinki as well. 121.85, is that correct? 825, sorry. No, it's nowhere near correct. 825. There we go. I don't need a notepad, but I'll grab a notepad just in case I take notes down.
08, on stand Romeo 8, with information Delta, Boeing 777 Foxtrot, request clearance to Montreal.
Alright, so it's information Delta. Problem is, there's no 8s at the moment, so I can grab something from here.
2808, you're clear to destination Montreal, Kogab 4 Golf departure, squawk 4436. Kogab 4 Golf departure and squawk 4436, FedEx 2808.
So I'll grab the weather.
FedEx 2808, correct, report fully ready.
Right, I'll ask if there's active ATIS, see if I can grab the information.
FedEx 2808.
Good morning, this is Nortrans 203. Just checking, is there active ATIS at the moment so I can grab the airport information?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Nortrans calling for the ATIS. Let me check, 1 second.
Right, so check for me if there's active ATIS.
Orlando delivery, you pass 1.2 video. Good morning. How do you live?
That's ATIS, there we go, 19998.
5, thank you.
199.98. There you go, ATIS appeared, thank you very much.
Please close the bin as a courtesy to other passengers. Once all your items are put away, please clear the aisle and sit down in your seat to allow other passengers to find their seats as well.
Nice, change that slightly, it's now 998.
Delivery, you pass 1.2.
998, hang on.
Please make sure you are willing and
11900, sheesh. There we go.
or prefer not to perform these actions, please let a flight attendant know so you can be reseated.
Okay, there's no voice, but
Use your portable electronic device
that's the
during the
ATIS.
boarding process.
Departure
We ask that
runway
larger electronic
19
devices
right.
are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you, and
Information
welcome aboard.
Delta. Winds are 143 knots. Okay, so yeah, it's fairly calm winds. Few latitude clouds need to deal with, but that we have to deal with until we get to the air. Back to ATIS. Probably should check the QNH. Just check it from here. QNH 997.
Delivery, you press 1.2.
And if I double check the IRS, that I want another 2 minutes to align. We are on ground power, so shouldn't have any issues connecting to that. Set up the cabin as well. Alright, let's get our clearance, shall we? Hello again, this is Nortrans 203 requesting IFR clearance to Helsinki Vantaa. We have information at Delta.
Nortrans 203, you're cleared Helsinki. After departure, climb on track 185 to altitude 5,000 feet and expect vectors to Turi. Squawk 5015.
Cleared to Helsinki, and climb maintain 5,000 feet on track 185 with vectors to Tumre, squawking 6015 for Nortrans 203.
Nortrans 203, almost correct. The squawk is 5015.
5, that's that wrong.
The QNH 997.
5015. 5015 squawk for Nortrans 203. 5015. That'll be on his radar shortly. We've got our clearance. Everything's now aligned, which is fine. We start to project fly as well, so you guys can now track me on that. Welcome, Peter. How you doing, man? Welcome, channel. Welcome to the chats. Right, so turn on the position lights now. APU we can now start up since we can start setting out the aircraft for the takeoff.
UPS 142, say again.
Yes, sir. UPS 142. I use the unfortunately it is the problem in ATC service.
APU taking a little while to warm up. There we go. Probably a bit cold. Is Coke officially out? Not yet, no. The last one we did in the US, with the codec out of beta test, it was supposed to be the last one, but due to a few extra bugs and a few extra works they wanted to do, they eventually decided to do an extra one, which is today, between the Nordic regions and Canada. And so, I do... Hang on, what is it? Pardon me? What am I saying? I do apologise.
There seems to be some restarting going, and well, now I got disconnected as well. There seems to be a lot of things happening.
Yeah, okay, reconnecting everything. Reconnect. Squawk box. Thanks for following on Twitch, man. Much appreciated. Everything, Brady. Welcome, channel. Welcome to the chats. Recent flight plan, just for the sake of doing that. And we're now notes 19 rights for departure. Per minutes, it's all up. Reserves 1.1. Cost index is 3. Cruising altitude is 33,000, so 330. Average winds for today is 167.026. Plug that in, execute that, N1 limits, sets you, take off through shortly. Going to the routes, only 3 waypoints I've got to plug in, so that would be too difficult. Starting off at Tovry. On database. Ooh, okay, we're off to a terrible start, aren't we? November, Lacourt after that. If this doesn't work, then I'll just probably have to use the, okay, so I've got that. Just for sake of, hang on, what's that? Thank you for Tukes for following on Twitch, much appreciated. If I could go back to init ref, I want to go to... Hang on, we'll double check this in a second. I want to set a company route, there we go. SR to EFHK01. Just because we don't have the first waypoint, I would quite like to get everything in like that. Hopefully, it means I've got a few legs. Yes, we do go. Tovry has appeared, so I'm not sure why I couldn't type it in. Init ref, that's fine. Legs should automatically calculate. So just in case, I'll double check everything. M1 limits, that's fine. Take off. We'll use 10 degrees of flaps. Center gravity set 1, 2, 3. On departure, there's no SID, but we are going to be using the track 1. Was it track 185? We'll be honest, I've never actually set a track before. First time for everything, eh? What was the departure original game? There was Tovry. For Charlie, which you don't have access to. Okay, if we just do a straight out, they can always correct me if I'm doing wrong, which will certainly be the case. Right, okay. Let us finish the rest of the aircraft setup, so power onto the APU, turn on the APU bleeds, ground services, remove the GPU and disconnect chocks. We will pre-plan our pushback. I'm certainly going to push back to the right, given that this is a closed off terminal. Like so.
Ground cockpit,
plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
And so if I now go to ESA ground, which is 121.7, in a couple of moments, we'll be able to start requesting push and start, as well as taxi to runway.
Checking that my radio actually works. I was just disconnected for
Flight director. Trim needs to be at 339, so we're pushing down.
We just spoke to the technical department. Hopefully the 21 minutes of terror should be over now.
Yeah, I'm always on the Discord server.
Cool. Set our rotate, which is 127. Set the altitude to 33. And overhead panel, set that to 33. Make sure that I've got our anti-icing set, given that we are going to be flying into... Actually, it's summer right now, so it's not even particularly cold right now in the Nordic regions. We'll have them on just in case. Everything's set as required. Steps are looking fine. All that on. Overhead lights are all fine. APU is active. Okay, so if we now close off the aircraft, remove all the exits and all that. Ground handling, set control widget, or drive away. Go to the doors. Close, close, close. And we should now be ready for pushback. So if you now request it, what stand are we actually at? Probably should get the gate 16. Good morning, Stockholm grounds. This is Nortrans 203 requesting push and start from stand 16.
Nortrans 203 ground, good morning. Squawk 5335, start up a pushback approved.
5335, okay. We've changed that. 533, whoops. Squawk 5335 and a push and start approved for Nortrans 203. Right, let's go, shall we?
Windmill 1923, for the third time, a new squawk code 5410 this time. Let's
Right, so request pushback. Let's get out of it.
Okay. 5410 the box. How is driving up?
And 1923, Cold Tower 118.5. Safe flight, hope it works out. Bye-bye.
Turn on the anti-collisions. That should be all the lights we need for now. As long as the service interphone's on, yes it is, we shall be able to communicate with the ground. Here comes our bright red pushback tug. Looking good. Looking good. Yeah, so now on ground will be Hampus Norby, who will be taking us to the runway for departure. And just so I can have it all ready, she's online. ESA Tower is 118.5.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
And so as soon as we are ready to depart, we can switch over to that. Be on departure actually. No, departure comes afterwards, so it'll be 124.1 after we leave. And that gets into general ITC as we enter Finland. I'm hoping that we will get a Helsinki Tower, but as it stands, no one's actually logged in for it yet, which would be a slight shame. It would be a shame, but I'm sure someone will appear. Well, a good hour or so until we land anyway.
So connected and bypass pin in.
Atlanta ground, good morning. FedEx 2808.
Brake released.
Romeo 8, fully ready for push and start.
FedEx 2808, ground, good morning. Squawk 5443.
Oh, don't do this to me again. Basically, yesterday I was streaming, had an issue with the better pushback, where parking brake would release,
Squawk 5443.
but they won't actually push the aircraft back. So I'm going to have to do
2808.
keyboard, set commands, pushback. I'm not too sure. Has anybody else had this issue as well with better pushback, where it just hasn't worked? Better pushback, that's fine. Start pushback, pushback planner, stop pushback planner. Yeah, we're going to have to do this one manually. Nose 90 degrees to the right. No, we don't use that. What did I use yesterday? Something completely random. Hey, check 8. nose right to use to the right. We shall...
Starting pushback,
Oh!
and you may start engines.
I don't understand it sometimes. Right, we're starting pushback anyway, so engine to start. Engine 2 active.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front of the aircraft.
American Airlines to our right. Although American Airlines aren't ANZ for their call sign. Obviously, gonna have quite a livery for that one.
To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another. Tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap.
I stream this time also later. I do want to try to do a few more morning streams, because morning streams seems to be a little more active than my evening ones. If I can squeeze something early on in the upcoming weeks, and something I'll definitely consider, something I'll definitely do.
There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some
Right,
cases,
engine
your nearest
2 should
exit
be
may
active
be
now.
behind
Yes,
you.
it is.
If we
Engine
need to
1,
evacuate
we
the
will
aircraft,
start.
floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth, secure the elastic band behind your head, tighten the straps if
Engine 1
necessary, and
active.
breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask on first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it is safe to
In
remove
Britain,
it.
it's o'clock 9:32. Yes, it is. It's 9:30 in the UK.
In a pouch under your seat or between the armrests.
I need to be out of the house by 10:30 latest, so it'll be a bit of a late one for me. But they shouldn't mind if I'm a couple of minutes late to the volunteering railway. That I can deal with later. Push back, almost complete.
You may blow into the mouthpiece for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and a light. If you need to, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary listening device. Please make sure to exit the aircraft as soon as possible and leave your belongings. Once again, all devices must be in airplane mode and your larger devices
There we
must
go.
be turned off and stowed at this time. Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and
Operation
Yeah.
complete.
Set parking brake. Car's been put wood
wood
again. Right.
Disconnecting power.
Disconnecting. We bring power onto the engines. APU comes off. APU bleed off. Engines bleeds active. Packs left and right on. TCAS we can now set. Most people will probably do it towards the runway, but I don't mind doing it a little bit early for that. Tax lights not yet, we do need to request clearance for that. Centre fuel pumps will turn on since there is now centre fuel we need to deal with.
Good morning, UPS 142, request pushback and engine start.
UPS 142, ground, good morning. Start up and pushback approved.
Hopefully it's not you, because
Pushback and engine start approve, approve UPS 142.
hopefully it's not you, because we're going to push back, basically stick you into my path there.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Should definitely try to finish domestic flights. And the weather is clear and music amazing. I can imagine that, especially down towards Sima, the lakeland. I can imagine it's going to be a pretty beautiful scenery. Right, Nordtrans 203 is ready to taxi.
Trans 203, taxi to holding point, runway 1, on the right.
Sorry, please say again for Nordtrans 203.
Nortrans 203, taxi to holding point, runway 1, on the right.
Taxi to holding points Romeo 1 for Nordtrans 203. Okay.
Nortrans 203, negative, it's holding point 1 on the right, and in that case that would be via Zulu Lima, Papa Alpha Yankee.
Lima, Papa Yankee. Holding point right 1 via taxiways Lima Papa Yankee for Nordtrans 203.
203.
Cool. Zulu Papa Yankee. Sorry, Zulu Lima Papa Yankee. Zulu, and then just checking this one over here is our departing runway, right? No, it's not. I know my airports. 19 right. It's this one, ain't it? Yes. Okay, it's not a terrible taxi. We're just going down straight, make a right, and into the runway. Thank you for subscribing. Finished pilot, Kitos.
Ground UPS 142.
My word, I've subtracted every single Finn who plays X-Plane today.
Now take off, use
Right.
the runway
Bar
29
brakes
on
released,
right.
tax lights active, flaps
142,
down to
yard,
10,
1 on the right.
systems check.
19 on right, UPS 142, thank you.
Right, Yoke is live. Rudder is live. Cool. Back to engines.
21, we're back from a little crash. We're ready for the taxi, runway 19 right again. Station calling, say your call sign, please. KLM
Off we go.
9321. 9321, hello, hold position for now, squawk 5437.
Okay, guys, rapid. Yeah, I can tell by the couple of disconnects they've had in training, or at least in the setup, which are confident secure. Yeah, there has changed quite a few of the squawk codes, which is so that's interesting. Thank you, Jonathan, for subscribing. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. Add you on Project Flight. I'll add you at the. I'll add you when I've taken off. That'll be the easiest moments to add people to Project Flight. So yeah, slightly annoying the cloud in front of me, but I think we'll live. We'll live. There's a bit of low fog, I'm claim that as. Check taxiways, so.
KLM 9321 behind outbound FedEx.
Yankee.
Start of pushback is approved to face. Yeah, let's make it face east and extend pushback as much as possible, and I will have German cargo to do the left commencing pushback as well. Yeah, we'll extend our pushback. Our pushback doesn't seem to be working, so we'll try to loop around for you.
Ah, pushback's not working, so I'm not the only one who's having better pushback issues. Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone.
So with caution to him, and behind the outbound FedEx, start up and pushback is approved.
Okay, we have lines on the KLM and behind the FedEx 777, push side approved, German cargo 519.
Right, Yankee 10. Okay, so yeah, right to the end of this taxiway, hold short of the runway, and then we're on our way. But like I say, the new VATSIM Voice Codec certainly brings this into life. You can see the aircraft behind us. Certainly busy at Stockholm today. Certainly busy. Aircraft just about everywhere.
Station calling, say call sign.
UPS 1.
US 142, taxi to 19 right.
Taxi to holding point 19 right, confirm is correction text.
Nortrans 203, contact tower 118.5.
18.5, Nortrans 203, thank you very much. Right, Nortrans 18.5, switch to tower. It's these guys, who will give me the takeoff clearance in about 40 seconds, I'd say. Not too long to departure now. Let's do a quick check now. So, flaps 10. Throttle's being a little bit sticky actually. That's where's my stick being a bit busted. Yeah, we did it actually after we hold. So I can do the full checks before we depart. So I also need to set the brakes as well to reject the takeoff. Just before we do depart. You copy.
Nortrans 203 tower.
Nortrans 203, go ahead.
1 on right, wind calm, clear takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Nortrans 203. Alright, winds are calm, all looking good. We've got our takeoff clearance sorted, so and lights active, that comes on off. I need to actually we'll stop on the runway and then do our spool up from there. Now the easiest way to do it, as well as the quickest, since we now have got the active runway clearance. Now it's coming into land, although we have got 3 runways in Stockholm, so that won't be an issue anyway. And in terms of aircraft behind us, there seems to be only one other who's actually made it out of the gates. Everyone else probably still preparing for the slightly longer haul flights as a result. Since I'm only short haul, I won't be flying too long. Right, aircraft stops here. Check takeoff brakes set, landing lights set, overhead is fine. Attitude set, seatbelts active, all looking good. Flaps set, everything is in their set positions. Right, auto throttle on, N1 active. Oh yeah, I've also got a few freight aircraft as well to my left.
80 knots.
I also probably want to difficult to set up. 80 knots. V1, rotate. Positive right, gear up.
Jeepers 142 Tower, RD5. Nortrans 203, turn left heading 070.
070 for Nortrans 203. Right, 070. We'll set the autopilot up as well. And then from there, I presume he'll give me the active clearance. We'll set up the VNAV.
Jeepers 142, line up on way Charlie 1 on the right.
Get lock set the flaps up.
Line up and wait to line 19 right to Jeepers 1.
If your takeoff's much longer in real life, it's not that difficult. Love looking at aircrafts, yes. So flying Norwegian 77800s in Norwegian colours, flying the Zibo. Yeah, that's just come up at this point.
Nortrans 203, Stockholm 16650, bye-bye.
16, hang on, let me get the frequency up. 1...
Nortrans 203,
Yeah.
contact Stockholm control 126.650.
126650 for Nortrans 203, thank you very much. 126 for 625. I must say, he's quite a young ATC that. Fair play to him. He's done alright for himself. Ooh, and hang on, sorry, nope, stop climbing. Stop climbing. I should have held at 5,000. My fault entirely. The just for that. Should have stopped at 5,000 before I forget. Right, up to 5. Set the altitude holds. Bring back autopilot, VNAV, there we go. Good morning, this is Nortrans 203 with you at 5,000 heading 070. $12665. 126. Gosh, I'm reading bad with frequencies today. 12665. There we go. Good morning. This is Nortrans 203 with you at 5,000.
Nortrans 203, Stockholm identified. Climb flight level 180. Fly direct Toffee.
Up to 180 and fly direct to Toffee for Nortrans 203. Right, so going up to 18,000 now. Can't see on the nav yet actually because we're not quite on intercepts. We haven't given fly direct, so we can do that. Fly direct to Tovry. Yeah, we'll just intercept onto Tovry then. Probably highest this now since we no longer required shows online option. And yeah, everything that's pretty much standard. Standard altimeter, since we now have reached altitude. Not yet on the intercept, we'll carry on flying. And we should now be leaving the cloud there as well, actually.
2,800 climb by SID out of Stockholm,
GPS 142, Stockholm identified. Climb flight level 140.
Flew real life on the 73 Max from Schanzeneuberg. Ooh, not bad. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get a chance to do too many of those for the Max groundings, so fair play, man. That was probably a pretty cool flight, I can imagine. I'm sure you quite enjoyed that. Hang on, your chat's being obscured. High flying X-plane with keyboard and mouse. Oh, is it hard flying X-plane? Yes, I'd say. Absolutely. Hang on, 10,000 feet. And lights. Turn off lights come off. Past the cloud layer, so now sent off the seatbelt sign. I missed the call sign. Contact Sweden 11.
This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a small fee.
Sweden
We
Centre.
will offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners.
Wait for him to call back.
Nortrans 203, contact Sweden 118.4.
18.4 Sweden for Nortrans 203. Thank you very much. Right, 18.4.
Lufthansa 5
Lima Alpha, descend flight level 80.
Now get up and move around.
Flight level 80, descend 5 Lima Alpha.
Well, faster when needed in case of unexpected.
There we go now on the intercept. Good morning, Sweden. This is Nortrans 203 with you at 125 4180.
Nortrans 203, Sweden, good morning, identified, climb flight level 290.
Up to 297 for Nortrans 203.
Confirm flight level 290.
290 Nortrans 203. 290. Turn off the centre fuel tanks since those are now out and dry. Yeah, I do apologise, I'm getting a little bit dry at the moment. I had just woken up for this one. Not those ones, sorry, I'm off these two. So we're above the clouds, and we're one of the first aircraft, like I say, to make it out of Sweden. When it's up into the air at the start of the event. I'm hoping that Helsinki will log in for the end of the flight, so I'm fairly certain they will do. Ultimately, it just comes down to who's active right now, who's not. What runway are you planning to land at? 04 left or right? I'll presume it's 04 left for landing. If I grab up the Helsinki airport information. Fresh stats. It's a few clouds at 500, otherwise a little bit is fine. Winds are 10 knots, 150. So yeah, actually 150. They may be sitting on runway 15 at that rate. Helsinki is online, thanks for the updates. EFHK, yep, there you go. Got approach, tower, and centre. Ooh, I like the fact they've actually got an approach. That's me. Yeah, I'm surprised they actually have got a Helsinki approach, because at the end of the day, I'm the only aircraft landing in Helsinki, so they have got a dedicated controller just for me. I do like that. Thank you, VATSIM. I want to say everything looks fine at the moment. We're clear of clouds. That's passed through 190. 22 right is Cat 3. I believe it is. 22 right, yes. ILS Cat 3. What do you think of VATSIM voice codec? I do like it. I do like it. It's first of all, it's a lot clearer. We can understand a lot more what the AT is saying, and ultimately, it just feels better as well. I mean, you got the aircraft there who's like really crackling voice, you can barely hear him. Basically, that's because he's a far distance. As a result, the further he is, plus any obstacles in the way like mountains, clouds, trees, buildings, whatever, the VATSIM voice codec actually gets affected by just that. And so, if you're flying, like say, parallel to another aircraft right next to you, then the clarity would be fantastic. For a further distance aircraft like that one, then voice is a little bit crackly. It just sounds and feels better. It really does. I do love this new codec. I definitely can't wait to see it in full release. So, fun fact for the specific Norwegian aircraft, Echo India Foxtrot Juliet Kilo. When I was in Helsinki last year, basically, when I was in Lappenranta, and in short, on the last day before I was going to Helsinki to fly back, I lost my passport, it disappeared, no idea where it was. So I had to cancel the British Airways return flights, and it was actually this very aircraft, FJK, which I actually flew back with to the UK. On something like 3 or 4 days after I should have been back. I went to Finland for 8 days. Hang on, no. I went to Finland for 9 days. No. It was Saturday to next Sunday, so it was 7, 8. Okay, it was 9 days. I managed to stay there until like 12 or 13. i7-9700K or Ryzen 8. Oh, 8700K.
Airborne going Helsinki control
121 decimal. Contacts Helsinki on 121 decimal. Oh yeah, please say again the frequency for Nortrans 203.
121.3.
Okay. 1213 to Finland for Nortrans 203. Thank you very much. Yeah, I just want to double check that one. 121.3. Let's transfer across. What's the Finnish word for her? Good morning. What is it? Huomenta, that's it. Huomenta. Huomenta, this is Nortrans 203 with you at flight level 270.
Nortrans 203 has control, hello radar contact, climb flight level 330, expect runway 15 at Helsinki.
Up to 330 and expecting 15 into Helsinki for Nortrans 203. Right, so you're actually expecting 15.
Nortrans 203, clear direct Lakkut.
Clear direct to Lakkut for Nortrans 203. Alright, so he's just giving us a super fun priority straight flight into Finland. Let's get all the waypoints. Lakkut, top of descent in about 60 miles actually, so not too far to go at all. 1080 Ti or 2070 Super. I'd personally go for the 1080 myself out of those two. The 2070 is a good, actually, depends on how much you want to spend, because if you have the money for a 2070, that'll last you a good like 5-10 years even. If there's something about the new voice unicom technique, have you tested it already? I'm on the new VATSIM Voice Codec now. So if you listen to any of the comms throughout the flights, this is the new voice codec I'm on right now, which you're listening to. Outside view, not a problem. Norwegian Air Services. Safety of 800s. No tail fin because this is the Irish division of Norwegian. No tail here on this one. What's my longest flight on that plane? That was an 18-hour flight from Perth to London Heathrow in 787. I'm not too sure why it didn't pop up, but oh, there we go. Thank you, Epic, for the £2. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. What's up? Not much, really. Just enjoying a new VATSIM codec before I go out volunteering in the evening. About 5 miles away now from top of cruise. We'll be cruising for about 10 minutes tops before we start our descent into Finland. Have I flown from Ireland or England to East Coast America? No, I've not yet been to America, but at some point I will be trying to get to America. But yeah, I've not been there yet, but it is a plan. What about the voice unicom? I don't remember details. Something like you can use voice to report unicom 20 miles or other pilots will hear you. Oh right, so that is voice unicom. I don't know much about voice unicom yet, but basically that will be, as long as you're within a certain distance on aircrafts, then you'll be able to communicate with them. That'll be voice unicom, not out yet. I believe it will act in the same way as what's that throwaway
Helsinki control,
channel pilots use?
Sorry, 81055, climbing through for door 109er.
Yes, anytime for release.
Don't talk me.
They have thought about. There's a date currently being talked about, but I don't know if I'm really allowed to say it or not. But yeah, there is a date that does go around. Shouldn't be too long though. It should be in the next 2 months or so, based on what they're saying. But depending on like bugs, issues, and whatever, they may.
You are cleared for Lakkut 6 Mike arrival runway 15. When ready, clear direct Elkun.
Lakkut 5 Mike. Approach onto runway, 6 Mike onto runway 15.
Helsinki Tower, very good. Morning.
Ooh, thanks man, much appreciated, much appreciated. You're too kind, you're too kind. Oh gosh, there's no... tone when people are talking over each other. So many Finns here. Yeah, so many Finns today. I don't know why. I've seemed to attract every single Finnish person who plays X-Plane or P3D onto the stream. What kind of volunteer I do? I volunteer for a local railway. So we drive trains around and we provide a service. Directs to Elkun for Nortrans 203. Do you know about we'll be starting out the centre as well? Have you got that planned? Nortrans 203, do you have an ETA of when we're starting our descent?
Nortrans 203, yeah. My programs say that you will start your descent at about 0902 Zulu time.
0902.
But if you need already descent clearance, I will give you that.
No need, we can wait. We can wait another 5 minutes to descend, that's fine. Kitos, Nortrans 203.
No problem.
Yeah, definitely finish that guy. Finns have a very specific accent, so you can pick up on them. Especially over radio, they sound very similar. Hansis, yeah, what's your best about the new voice unicom? I don't know about voice unicom because voice unicom's not been yet tested. Only the new voice codec is currently in testing. 1900k, 1800k, I would go for the 1900k, works a bit better. Why is there multiple talking frequency? That's the thing, last time I did this test, there used to be a tone which sounded whenever multiple people talked over each other. We should be on... I may have messed up actually, 1 to 2.8, we'll switch across, stick on VHF1. If it just gets you for something, it may be my fault, but it hasn't, so yeah, there used to be a sound tone which would beep whenever people talk over one another. In this case, it hasn't done it. It's raining. Oh my gosh, hell spotting, so many Finns. I might just start speaking Finnish at this point. Hey, mitä kuuluu? Gosh, what other Finnish did I pick up when I was in Helsinki last year in Lappeenranta? Hey, mitä kuuluu? So, hello, how are you? That's about it, really. En puhu suomea. I don't speak Finnish. I don't like when it's blocked. In fact, let me stick on a Discord server. Does anybody else hear the blocked tone when people talk over one another? I cannot. I do not get that. I do not get that for whatever reason worked last time. Right, so we should start our top percent in about 4 minutes. And then that'll bring us into Helsinki in a couple. There's an aircraft's pretty much level with me, although you'll be a few miles to my right. About 10 miles to my right. There's an aircraft a very similar altitude to me going on the right. So keep an eye out for that when I get a bit closer. You know swear words in Finnish. Well, the favourite one that I know people will use is Suomi perkele. I can't roll my R, so whenever I swear in Finnish, it doesn't actually sound cool. It's terrible, I know. Perkele. Turupukini, I know as well, because again, whenever you learn another language, since the swear words you just learn. I know it's terrible. What else do I know in Finnish? Vittu. My word, what does the stream come down to? I'm just here swearing in Finnish for all the Finnish viewers here. What a boring stream this must be for you guys. That's always good, Elias. Because that being said, swear words in Finland don't really count as swear words. It's such a relaxed nation, I must say. So good, Finnish English. Don't worry, if I ever fly on stream again, I'm not in Finland. And the Finnish brigade seems to ever appear. You've all been great. You've all been great. You've been a fantastic audience for this fun occasion with the new VATSIM codec. Right. Oops, actually not just yet. Cut that. Right, Nortrans 203 is requesting descent into Helsinki.
Nortrans 203, descent flight level 100.
Down to 100 for Nortrans 203. Do you have to avoid wake time in this next plane? You can fly through it if your aircraft's strong enough. I mean, the simulation mode for wake is the same, so press Control L, cycle through all the modes. Wake turbulence is simulated, so you can see my turbulence behind me. But since there's no AI aircraft at the moment, no other aircraft generating wake turbulence, but it is there. If I actually get away from the aircraft, you can see it does go back for a fair couple of miles. Yeah, you started with a little descent, contacted ATC, and then I'll now continue our descent. But it is there. It is there.
Got our 8105 Helsinki.
Oh boy, let's just do a manual descent at this point.
8105 go ahead.
We're still a few miles away from Helsinki,
You
but
are flying westbound, so you need an even flight level for cruise. So would you like to take flight level 300, flight level 320 for now?
Let me actually just check the standby. Sorry, 105.
as long as we're on VNAV doing descents, that should be alright. If you fly the MD-80 from rotates, you better avoid it, because you can restore or spin. Yes, so with the MD-80, especially in some stronger winds and turbulence issues, you could end up in a deep stall, which is where the aircraft pitches up at enough of an angle that the front wings block the rear wings of getting any airflow, and as a result, you have no movement and just fall out of the sky as a brick.
Any even flight level, so flight level 300, flight level 320, flight level 340, and so on. So any even flight level, we'll take flight.
There we go. When a third person talks over another one, then a tone does sounds. Squawk box, hang on, it's actually getting back to me. When a third person talks, tone sounds, after which means two people can talk, the third cannot. Right, so it's actually after the third tone that can be sounded. I am on. There is a Discord server that is also being run at the same time as this. There's a Dragon actually. At the same time as this beta. And in short, any bugs that people are finding, they just stick into that. Again, it's super high-speed descent because for whatever reason the aircraft's leaving this way too late. We'll shallow out as we set our required altitudes and whatnot. In fact, we do notice we're on runway 15 now in use, so I can probably set up the approach runways as well. That's fine. Init ref, use 30 flaps, 138, 109.10, 144. 109.10, 109.10, 144. And we are using a scenery for Helsinki as well, and so I'm sure we'll be enjoying that when we do come into land. We've got Aerosoft Helsinki for FSX P3D installed. What was the heading? Sorry, 144. And using FS2 XP, basically just converted scenery to XP11 and then deleted some of the files that weren't quite working and made it corrupt. But it's a bit of a process, but it does look fantastic. Vessel 30,000 a minute. Oh yeah, I mean it's shallowed down now. It's up to 1,750. But for a moment, the aircraft was certainly going down a bit too fast for what I wanted. And therefore, did you just need to adjust that? Should be alright now, at least. We didn't go too fast, so as a result, the aircraft shouldn't be damaged in any way. Although I'll keep an eye on that. Configure that. Oh yeah, so there are failures in X-Plane. There's a whole failures panel. But I haven't got any of that active. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, there's hours between each failure. 39 hours, 2... Yeah, we should be alright. I don't really want that, so get rid of that. Apply changes, continue flying. We'll carry on. In real life, it's way too deep. Oh yeah, absolutely. And that was a pitch nose down descent. Woo! Liminick!
Correction 125.
What was that weather change?
135 Helsinki control, hello, squawk 0522.
Lord have mercy for the passengers without seatbelts on. What was that?
0562, delegate 135.
So Gatari 8105, as I assume correct.
I know X-Plane by default has some really harsh weather changes, but that was way too much.
Probably since I disconnected it came through. So yeah, we'll cruise at flight 320, Gatari 8105. Gatari 8105, roger.
Just check my packs. Passengers still satisfied at least, but God only knows what happens to the weather there. I do need to invest in Active Sky. I mean, I don't know why I don't have it yet. I'm just go back at the end of the stream, but my word, that was way too strong. Way too strong for a weather change.
0522, delegate 135, sorry about that.
Delegate 135, thank you.
Right, we're within 80 miles an hour of Helsinki. Sorry, if there's so many fins here, I have to say it properly. Helsinki. It's not Helsinki, it's Helsinki. When I land, I'll be off to the sauna. Not sauna, sauna. And of course, I'll head over to the Mummit store to buy my Mummy Muckit, my Moomin mugs. That being said, I actually do have 2 Moomin mugs sitting in front of me because they are pretty cool. I like Moomins. They're cool. So continue our descent. There, it's done it again. It's done it again. I don't get what is being the weather. You saw that, the way the aircraft just flicks to the sides when we went to external view. I don't get the weather right now. It's just so harsh, like a massive gust of wind that blows the aircraft sky high. Nortrans 203, can we just get a quick weather check? Because our aircraft gets sudden gusts of winds blowing it around like crazy.
Nortrans 203, I can read the META for Helsinki, just stand by.
Well, I'll get the Helsinki META at least, so we'll know what it's like in southern Finland right now, the weather.
Nortrans 203, are you ready to copy weather information for Helsinki?
Ready to copy, Nortrans 203.
Nortrans 203, great. Weather information for Helsinki at time 0850 Zulu. Wind is 190 degrees, 12 knots, visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds view at 800 feet, broken at 1,300 feet, broken at 4,400 feet. Temperature 13, dew point 11. Dew point, correction, UNH 996. Transition level is 5, and active runway for arrival is 15.
Cool, thanks for that. Yeah, not sure why the wind's so hectic up here then. Nortrans 203. We'll continue our descent as is. Still, it's like it's a 55 knot crosswind at least, coming at 001. So obviously the wind is coming from the side, but there are just sudden gusts that really do push the aircraft about. So I'm a terrible pilot, we get it guys. Let the aircraft ascend at 4,000 feet per minute.
Got our 8105, you are now leaving my correction. Contact now Sweden, control frequency 132.150. See you next time, bye-bye.
Roger, Sweden on 132.150 for Qatari 8105. Thank you for your service. I really like this new voice codec. It's the first time I'm here. So, yeah, have a good one. Bye-bye.
Yeah, everyone loves the voice codec. Drawyah, how you doing? Not too bad, not too bad. Then this flight's in, and then I'm off to volunteer at the railway as soon as I land. I mean, I should have left the house around now, but get this flight in since we're testing out the new voice codec for VATSIM. And then I can deal with the railway later. We don't restart until 11 o'clock, or at least we don't need to be there until 11 o'clock, and then at 12 is our fast train, so still got plenty of time. It takes me about 50 minutes or so to get there though, so that's the one slight downside. It's a bit of a journey, but at the end of the day I'm not doing a massive job today, so I'll be able to... I'll survive. So, now come up to 130, 13,000. Check the map. We should be in Finland now. Sorry, Suomi. Again, got to cater for the Finnish viewers. There you go. So yeah, just past the Salo. Helsinki will be landing in shortly. Into Vonta. We are certainly in Suomi. Go across to my left hand side as well, also now visible. We're 40 miles away from the start.
Nortrans 203, contact now Helsinki. Radar frequency 119.71. See you next time, bye-bye.
119, hang on. Watch that to get the frequencies in. 1191 for Helsinki. For Nortrans 203, Kiitos. 191. It's actually not even morning in Finland anymore, so I'm saying huomenta is good morning, but I just realised it's not actually morning in Finland anymore. I don't know what good afternoon is, so we'll go for 1 minute. It's only 12 minutes past the afternoon. Huomenta Helsinki, this is Nortrans 203 with you at flight level 100.
Nortrans 203 Helsinki radar contact. Runway 15 information Charlie should be available, and whether you can continue descent for level 70.
Continue down to 70 for Nortrans 203. Right, yeah, see what's going to come on now. Probably should have done it a little bit earlier, but that's alright. You should use Piva, that's it, Piva. Or, yeah, Piva, am I saying that right? Piva? That's afternoon. See, I know my Finnish. And, puhum suomea. I can imagine at least half the viewers here who are from Finland are screaming at me right now. My terrible attempts at Finnish. It's not... It's one of those languages like... Pronunciation's easy. It's like... Once you know that you're saying each letter separately and how the R sounds, the two dots, you can pronounce words, but I still don't know what they mean. Yeah, Huva Piva. Good afternoon. Past 10,000, sorry, so we need to turn on the landing lights. That's fine for now, don't need to turn off lights. Flaps we'll start doing in a couple of minutes. I know it's impossible to have the letter in the alphabet. I think you're doing great. Thanks for that. Kiitos. My words, I should stop now. Right, well, we're coming into Helsinki now. Should be landing in about 10 minutes. Let me see, what does this say we're arriving in? About 10 minutes, so yeah. Pretty much spot on the 50 today. Tolvon Hover Piver. I don't have any all finished as well.
203, descent altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 90906.
Down to 5,000 and QNH 996 for Nortrans 203. So yeah, choose some 996. And then we need to set it at 5,500s. Transition. Yeah, so that's 3138 VREF. Frequency's been set. And we're using the fairly little used runway 15 into Helsinki. Doing auto land is boring. I won't do an auto land. Only because every time I do an auto land in the next plane, the aircraft just slams down to the runway, and it's both a heavy G landing as well as heavy FPM landings. So try and avoid that if possible. Ooh, we've got a Scandinavian landing at Helsinki as well. Not alone. So yeah, we'll do the standards. Cloud breaks at. So I did get the there's broken clouds at 1,000, or a few clouds at 800. So as soon as we break out those few clouds at 800, I'm sure we'll go on to automatic.
Approach Scandinavian 2705.
Autoland's not boring when you need it, and then it becomes your best friend. Yeah, that I can imagine. A bit of land's trying to exist, just down to our left. Visibility's not great at the moment. I mean, if it was
203, descent 3,000 feet.
down to 3,000 to Nortrans 203. I was going to say.
Approach Scandinavian 2705, departing out of Vanta 4,000 feet.
Oh, departing out of Vanta. Okay, so there's a few aircraft in the area.
705 has radar.
So my weather radar on as well, just for the sake of
Verify your squawking
finding a break.
33 MO Charlie. Squawking 4633, and I will check the Charlie Scandinavian 2705.
Yeah, it's just cloud. It's not rain at the moment. It's just fine. Okay, the departing aircraft just to my right.
And Charlie should be set now.
No chance we'll see them.
Scandinavian 2705, radar contact, climb flight level 280. Flight level 280, 2705.
About 15 miles now until we make that right hand turn to intercept us into the ILS. It's a fair bit of a headwind actually at the moment. 098 heading. We potentially could have actually landed on one of the main runways actually. Possibly 09. Is 09 Helsinki? What are the left and right? It's no, yeah, we won't mess around out with that actually, just for the sake of not messing around with the aircraft on final. Yeah, probably could have landed on the runways, given the winds right now. I'll do a quick check for. Right now, so landing lights set, fuel pumps set as required, position that's fine. Yeah, aircraft rich is fine as it is. Landing gear and flaps will continually do as we descend. Oh yeah, seatbelt sign is active as well. So we're actually coming out of the break of the clouds. Oh yeah, you got some Finland now visible to us below. I have got yeah, you can see where the no, that's not. I've got ortho scenery around Helsinki, so scenery will improve as we get a bit lower. Fortunately, as we enter the airport airspace at least, past that as well, so you set the altimeter. We're actually a little bit lower than I thought we were.
Scandinavian 2705, pan. We have a pressurization issue, and we would like to return to Vanta if that's possible. Scandinavian 2705.
That's gonna even departed like 5 minutes ago. Did you forget to set the packs or something? He's panning. It's not a Mayday. There you go. He's now upgraded to the Mayday. So pan is a non-life threatening issue. Mayday is a life threatening issue, and so he has upgraded from a pan to a Mayday. We're now 10 miles from the intercept.
How's it go?
Oh, sorry, you're flying the Catsin 72 into Cattle a few days ago, Atlanta, into low fog. Side ILS, one of those 2 times where I told myself if it gets any worse, I'm off somewhere else. Ooh, finished Southam there. I did not hear what you said. Was that for me?
We seem to be able to get the issue fixed. We'll just stand by short and we will try to get it fixed.
Okay. Yeah, so he has basically just forgotten to, so what's happened to him? He, forgot to depress... Sorry, he forgot to, I believe, yeah, he forgot to turn on the packs because his aircraft had a pressurization problem. Soon after departure, aka when he passed 10,000 feet. There goes, he's now removed his, we're reporting established for Nortrans 203.
Scandinavian 2705, sorry about that, we have fixed our issue and we are ready to continue. Scandinavian 2705, scope 4633.
Forget to turn on packs.
No comment.
No comments. Enjoy your flight, man, enjoy.
I've had a contact again. Do you got contact? ASCII code for 12.38, continue, climb level 280.
Yeah, forgot to turn on his packs.
Repeat the frequency for please, and I'm flying flight level 280, Scandinavian 2705. Scandinavian 2705, 121.3. 121.3, Scandinavian 2705, thank you, bye-bye.
Alright, okay, so, we've got one more flap setting to go into. We're at 30. We'll leave it at that until the gear goes down. We're reporting established. We shouldn't be too far away from us now. And then, actually, no, they're alright. The winds are now at 050. Sorry, 005. Sorry, 5 knots. Gosh, what am I talking about? 126.05. So, yeah, it's a pretty nice headwind for the landing into Helsinki.
Helsinki Control, very good morning. Europa for Lima, Mike, climbing flight 3,400 feet for 4,000 feet on the Zibo to November departure.
Again for Lima, Mike, radar contact, climb level 260.
Flight level 260, Europa for Lima, Mike.
Let me just check. What's Helsinki Tower? That way we have that on the backup. Let me switch over. So Helsinki Tower is 118.6. Oops, 188.6. As soon as we're ready to switch tower for landing, we'll then connect to that. Turn on the VOR localizer, so it's now going to be flying runway heading. 3000 is the top of the insets for the glide slope. So we should be established in just a few seconds now. Ooh, they have got a Estonian. Hang on, it's an Estonian Tallinn user. That is a Finnish, what's it called? Supervisor, Finnish supervisor. Already on final. Not just yet. We're a little bit off the final, but not too far away. It was only a 50-minute flight. There we go, actually. We probably could be established in very few seconds. Single channel, there we go. Nortrans 203 is established.
Nortrans 203, contact tower 118.6 by.
186 the tower for Nortrans 203. Kiitos. Hover Piver Helsinki Tower. This is Nortrans 203 with you established and on final.
Nortrans 203 with 197 degrees, 12 knots, clear to land runway 15.
Clear to land 15 for Nortrans 203.
Tower.
So we'll load the gear in just a couple of moments. Still a little bit high, a little bit off the glide slope.
FedEx 1207, you're ready to push and start.
That's really super low on the glide slope at the moment.
1207, start up and push with approved facing northwest.
Roger, pushes are approved facing northwest, FedEx 1207.
There's the airport. No, where is the airport? Somewhere ahead of us. There we go. So as you know, we are slightly something from the runway. Although I presume the aircraft will descend as we get a bit closer. Worst case scenario, we can always declare missed. Are we too high? Yeah. Nortrans 203, I think we're going to have to declare a missed approach. We're a little bit too... Actually, stand by. Negative, nope, we're on final. Landing Nortrans 203. I'm very late, it's like... okay, gear down, flaps down.
2500.
Yeah, Nortrans 203, missed approach. Going around.
Northwest 203, roger. Cancel approach clearance and fly as published on the chart.
Right, so I'm not too sure what was going on there, but we are way too high. We're missing the airport entirely. How'd you make the TH sound? What? TH. And give me a moment. We're gonna
Northwest 203, fly as published.
flights published. Nortrans 203.
Tower.
Alright, so back on the VNav and the LNav.
As we go.
Yeah, we'll be honest. Not too sure what that was about.
203, maintain 2000, contact radar 119.1. Bye-bye.
Maintain 2000 and 119.1 for Nortrans 203. Hello again, Nortrans 203. Declared missed approach, we're a little bit too high, so coming back around for Helsinki. Nortrans 203.
Northwest 203, Helsinki radar contact, climb altitude 5000 feet, QNH 996.
Up to 5,000, 996 for Nortrans 203. Gotta say, I don't do these missed approaches too often. It's actually a bit too high there.
203, report when you're ready for the new approach.
Sound 3, not tree. Oh, 3. It's almost like a silent H. So you're saying it, but you're not saying it. 3. There. There. It's a the sound. The. Let's go out to 5,000. And what is our route going to take us to? That's going to be the route to... Will that take me to Cork? No, it won't do. No, it's just a standard vector. Okay, it's in this direction forever. Until tower gives me a left-hand turn. Speed to passage actually. Hang on.
203, report your intentions.
We'd like to try again, runway 15, Nortrans 203.
Are you ready to try it out?
As we go.
Say again, sorry, Nortrans 203.
Northwest 203, are you ready right now?
Cool. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck to your captain speaking. Do apologise for that, slight go around, which means flight time will be another 10 minutes longer.
Ready for the new approach right now.
We will land as soon as possible. We're a little bit too high, and so we want to try again for safety. Let me quickly modify. It's going to be hang on. Head schedule. Nortrans 203 ready for new vectors. 320.
You will land as soon as possible. We're a little bit too high, so you want to try again for safety.
320 for Nortrans 203.
Nortrans 203, let me know when you're ready for the approach.
Right, so how far are we now at Helsinki? We've not quite Kurvola, but we have actually Poroval, sorry, is next. Kurvola's a bit further on. Carry on. We'll head 320 as requested. Like AT controller, says more like Truden 3. No controls on VATSIM at Stockholm. If you're trying out the beta, you need to be part of the closed beta. So there are active controllers. You just need to be part of the beta not to have it. So this is a slightly different server to the standard VATSIM one. Where is the airport relative to me? I'm not sure. Right, Nortrans 203 is ready to try approach again.
Thank you.
I mean, we're on flaps 1. Flaps 2 will go on for the main dart. When will the beta get released? It should be before the end of the year, as it stands. I mean, the last beta test we did in America was supposed to be the final one, but it got pushed back a little bit, and this now serves as, quotation marks, the final beta, but that could again all change. Slight shame now. I was hoping we'd have a nice little landing into Finland, into Helsinki. All smiles, all happy. No, again, for whatever reason, I'm not sure why the aircraft was so high until that very last moment. Seems a bit odd. Now, we're coming in around Kerava. Yeah, I see what they're going to do. So, going to loop me around to Kerava. Then using Tuusula. Bring me in for an approach into Helsinki. Should have looked out the window there when the clouds are changing, but that's fine, yeah. So, using Kerava as a way to loop the aircraft around. That's why we're heading towards Yerevan. We'll see. We'll see what the ATC's got in mind. So we're pretty much just skirting the low clouds now. Hopefully it's a good sign that the clouds are lifting, but we'll see what happens. Divert. No, trying Helsinki again. Just checking Nortrans 203. Will you be giving me vectors into Helsinki, or am I flying on my own for this bit?
Nortrans 203 vectors, and you can now descend at 3,000 feet.
Down to 3,000, Nortrans 203.
Nortrans 203, about 20 miles to go for ILS 15.
Affirm, 2 miles till we turn. Nortrans 203. Okay, it's not too far now until we
Nortrans 203 negative, about 20 miles to go, and it will be ILS 15.
Roger that. 2 miles to go, ILS 15, Nortrans 203. 20, sorry. 20. I'm tired. I'm not tired, I'm just messed up. Right, we'll try that again, shall we? 20 miles.
Nortrans 203, heading 237.
We're heading 237, Nortrans 203.
Nortrans 203, left turn, heading 230.
230, Nortrans 203. My word. 270.
And confirm left turn, left turn.
Left turn, A firm.
1000 to go.
You can tell I'm stressing out right now. Fortunately, this guy's calm. AC's trained, at least in the UK, say true instead of 3, 5 instead of 5, 9 instead of 9, and I believe it's also 0 instead of 0. It's 0. You're getting late people on this here. I know I am. I know I am. I'll live. Check. That's fine. Arrival. Runway 15. Let's keep that.
No trans 203, turn left heading 275. Correction 175.
175 for 203. Down 3000 again. We're below the cloud layer. I can see what they're doing here. They're going to take me up north and give me the longer approach than Savanta. And what is the top? It's 3000 to vector. It's 2000, which is the intercept to the ILS. There we go. Down to 2000, Nortrans 203. Right, that was my error there. I flew in slightly too high for the intercepts. 800 feet per minute descent, 850 will do. Starting the flaps.
1000 to go.
Let's start sending again.
Trans 203, cleared ILS approach, runway 15, report established, stopping OQSF.
Cleared to runway 1. Cool, carry on. Ignore that happens. Let's right turn. Get back on track.
203, you are quite high, you should be at around 2000 feet now.
A firm, we'll just descend into 2000. Great day, aren't I? Right, back onto you, back onto you. If we just go direct to Elikun, execute that, and then fly on the VNav and the LNav. Right, let this deal with this. In fact, if we go direct to you. Thank you. It's been a great flight. I'm sure my passengers would agree. Unsatisfied, of course. Right, at least we're making attempts now. We're on the VOR localizer, so as soon as we make this final turn, we shall start descending. Here we go. This is looking much better now. Localizer, approach mode set. Nortrans 203 is established.
Nortrans 203, contact Tower 118.65.
186 for 203, thank you very much. Right, here we go. We're descending now. We're on final. 3 greens, all down. Let's stand this thing, shall we? Hello again, this is Nortrans 203 again, on final for runway 15.
Hello again, Nortrans 203, wind 200 degrees, 11 knots, clear to land runway 15.
Cleared to land, runway 15. Yeah, this approach is now looking 10 times better. Should be landing in approximately 2 minutes. Cabin crew, please be seated for landing. Cabin crew, please be seated for landing.
One
1,000.
feet stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Set the throttle up for now. Aircraft is stable. Take manual control. Let's bring it down.
Approaching minimums.
We are committed.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Two full right, I'll take that. Knots. Reverse thrust cut. There we go. Welcome to Helsinki Vantaa.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination.
Nortrans 203, welcome to Helsinki, taxi to stand 20.
Until the aircraft is
Stand 20 for Nortrans 203. Thank you very much.
Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have shifted during the flight. If this
Right,
is your final
do the clean up.
destination, we thank you for flying.
Hyvää päivää, Finnair 6 on time, we're requesting IFR clearance to Gdansk information.
Turn off the APU.
Please coordinate with airline staff as necessary.
Terve Finnair 61, Tango, Helsinki Tower, clear to Gdansk, runway 22
Going
right.
to Gdansk.
Valox
That's
to Quebec departure,
one.
squawk 1156, Guinness 996.
Not lop and run to this time. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not.
Gdansk, runway 22 right, Valox to Quebec departure, squawk
So, yeah, a little bit of a shaky landing, I'm afraid. But thanks to the new YouTube editor, we can pretend that none of this ever happened, and that was just a simple go around with no stress. Yeah, ultimately, we got there in the end. Everyone's unsatisfied, actually, I would admit. But, we're here. Flight time, it's 1 hour... I didn't actually chrono around, but yeah, it was 1 hour, 4 minutes, 58 seconds. Stands 20. That's 23. That's 24. I missed 20. Yes, I have. We'll just go around. I forget Helsinki actually paints the stands on the tarmac.
Nortrans
Yeah, we just spotted that. Do apologise, Nortrans 203.
No worries.
Yeah, they painted it over there. There you go, 20. I'm actually using the domestic terminal actually for this one. And who are you? Airbridge cargo, fair enough. Not many people fly Airbridge, I must say. It's certainly a rarity. First time I've seen it, at least in X-Plane. Right, so make another right turn here. Just loop around. Stand 20, it's just up ahead. Yeah, jet bridge, actually, if I can kind of position it right, it will look like it's attached to the aircraft. That's going nice and close. Just past the door. About there. That comes off, this comes on. Bring power to the APU, switch the bleeds around. Packs off. Whoops, packs off, by the way. Engines off. And there we go. Welcome to Helsinki. Not a terrible flight. We're still in one piece. And then passengers can disembark using the jet bridge provided. We'll probably still use the... no need for riddles, I think. Just bring the cargo tug. Control widget, bring in you. View from here. Go to doors, open the forward cargo. Tech checks next GPU. GPU on, APU off, APU bleed off. Seatbelt signs come off. Welcome to Helsinki. Flight time today was approximately 1 hour 4 minutes after the go around as well. We do apologise again for that, but health and safety is always a priority. Otherwise, we thank you very much for flying with Norwegian today, and I hope to see you on a future flight. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check. There we go, generic public address. Welcome to Helsinki. Flight time today was approximately 1 hour 4 minutes after the go around as well. We do apologise again for that, but health and safety is always a priority. Otherwise, we thank you very much for flying with Norwegian today, and I hope to see you on a future flight. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check. Cool, so passengers now start deboarding, which we will get them to do from here. Next flight boarding.
We'll see what we can do. No promises.
Everything, at least as far as I'm concerned, because this aircraft will be doing another flight, so we'll be doing a turnaround and all that, but we won't do that today, because I am now about 10 minutes away from being late on a 40-minute journey. Yay me. Otherwise, we'll disconnect from VATSIM. I have to close the door as well, because I need to remember. Oh, hang on. It's got S-stairs now. Yeah, it's got an S-stair. Fair enough. That is new. Use that for my Ryanair ops, actually. Alright, let's close the exits. Disconnect from that squawk box. Just have a look at the landing replay. There we go. Helsinki Airport. So yeah, I've got the proper scenery here. Stick it back a little bit more. So, passenger view landing. So that's a bit foggy, I must say, over the airports. There we go, airport side. So 1.4 Gs, 240 yeah, that was a more than satisfactory landing. There we go. Welcome to Helsinki. I like how projects fly. Ooh, projects fly. Did not stop projects fly. complete flight. Yeah, my fault. Forgot to stop that one. But ultimately, satisfactory landing on that. And we get on short final for the external view. Looking good, nice and stable over the runway lights. Yeah, that wasn't terrible at all. Yeah, I'm faulting that. I'm not faulting that. Yeah, so other than that, I mean, I now really need to go, so I'm going to shoot off now. But otherwise, yeah, that's a new VATSIM Voice Codec. It sounds great. It sounds great. I love it. So I can't wait to go forward using that in full VATSIM as well. Next week's the VATSIM show, so if you have any questions for the developers, send them to me on Discord, because that'll be the easiest way to do it. I'll be asking those during the show next weekend. And yeah, that's our flights from Stockholm, Arlanda to Helsinki, Vantaa. Thank you all who came in today. You were all fantastic to watch, fantastic to talk to. Kiitos for the massive number of Finnish viewers we had today. Thanks for donations as well, and also for the sponsor as well. That was fantastic. Welcome Sim Pilot Adam. I'm afraid you have just about missed out on the live stream. We are just about to end. But welcome channel, welcome to chat. Otherwise, I think I'll say now's a very good time to bring it to an end. So thank you all very much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. And hopefully I'll see you in the near future. Goodbye. Much appreciated Sim Pilot Adam. Oh, I just missed it. The stream will stay up, so if you want to rewatch it from then and then, yeah, more than happy to, but I do apologise. Thanks for £2 though, you didn't need to donate, especially at the end there. Much appreciated, man. Have a great rest of your week.